Another day, another crap ton of important things to get into. So believe it or not, I had other plans to rip into the fun content that came out so far here in season 21, but there's just overflowing amounts of news that's just too important not to discuss in an episode with all of you guys. So hey, you guys know I always prioritize making sure you're all caught up in the loop. And of course, if you guys find that helpful, it always goes a long way if you would consider subscribing to the channel. More fun content to come, I promise you that. But as for a little update on the topic of yesterday's video with the whole Hypercharge event not being available at the minute, did BrawlStar scam us out of a free Hypercharge? But that, along with several other things, are being fixed here at the minute. Taking a look at a tweet that just came out here today, in the last post we miscommunicated the fixes in the optional update. The actual changes are: fix the issue that prevented players from selecting the third brawler for duels or interacting with the rightmost member of the team. Bruh, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about this in the comments, and I wonder if it still doesn't work. It doesn't, dude. Okay, I am tapping Leon right now. So I am forever locked to Leon at the minute, unless we force close the game. Let me check. Let's see if our fate is to Leon. It is. That's so funny. Honestly, might make a video about this if it's still not working. That is so hilarious. I think I saw a comment saying that they were hard locked with Hank in the third spot, and Hank is like awful in the meta right now. Bro, I know glitches and bugs can be annoying sometimes, but I feel like it gives Brawl Stars a fun little charm. You know what I mean? I've always really enjoyed them. But of course, that should be fixed here with an optional update. On top of that, there's Evil Queen Pam's spray is now visible, and the optional update is available on iOS and Android. Those are the fixes that should be available today. However, tomorrow, some more significant changes are coming. A fix to star powers and gadgets crashing the game. For an example, we discussed a little bit in yesterday's video, bro. When you die plus sending out a super, I believe it crashes the game. I'm assuming a maintenance break is coming out here shortly, probably today or tomorrow. We got some brand new server error 43s popping up in random spots, man. You love to see it. But that should be fixed tomorrow, along with the second point here addressing Sandy and Otis's gadget crashing the game. On top of that, there's going to be a fix to the issue with Pearl's super damage. I guess it's not taking accumulated heat into account, so that's an interesting glitch that I didn't really hear about. While at the same time, and the most exciting fix in my opinion is the very last one tomorrow, re-enable the Hypercharge Unleash event. Sorry about the confusion. So we are going to be able to get that free Hypercharge that was promised with update. I guess at the very least, allowing us some time to get ready and try to coordinate what Hypercharge we're going to get for free for some of you guys that are medium spenders here in this game. So I guess kind of good, kind of bad, but happy that some of these fixes are rolling out. You can tell the dev team is working OT at the minute. They are working around the clock, and I feel really bad for them. Always happy we have a very hardworking dev team, man. All right, so getting into our next very important piece of news for you guys here in this episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to feel about it. One thing I will always be certain to do, no matter what here on this channel, is giving you guys my honest opinions about certain changes. I'm not here to just agree with everything that happens with Brawl Stars. I think it's important to also take into account feelings from the community and how I'm feeling about certain things. But with that being said, to give context, we have a very important event coming up, and that is the 2023 World Finals held in Sweden. Always a very exciting point of the year, if you ask me. I feel like the Brawl Stars World Finals this time around is going to be pretty exciting as well, seeing that Hypercharges are going to be around. I can't wait to see how pros will be able to utilize that. But believe it or not, we have word what the rewards for viewing the 2023 World Finals are going to be this time around. This has pretty much so been a yearly tradition now at this point, where we get these really cool rewards by interacting with the World Finals, watching along, and the final reward being hype as heck, being a free skin. Last year was the Rage Quit Tara skin, and the year before that was the Cat Burglar Jesse skin, completely free. In my opinion, the Rage Quit Tara skin was even more hype than the Jesse's, seeing that if you didn't have Tara unlocked, you could get the skin and get Tara for free, so a free mythic brawler. It was really exciting. So of course, how this ended up working is there is multiple days to the Brawl Stars World Finals, and you have multiple days of a chance chance to get enough points to get that hype skin at the very end, that final reward. And along the way, you could also get some cool stuff like a pin that would be seen in a track where the final reward would be that hype skin at the very end. However, this time around, there's been some pretty dang significant changes to the rewards and how it's going to be formatted. So this time around, there are going to be cool pins along our way to the final reward. However, for 2023, there isn't going to be a free skin for the final reward. It's going to be something different. So I'm going to run you through the rewards that we're going to get each day throughout the Brawl Stars World Finals. On top of that, with a little format change to how we end up getting them. So here on day 1 of the World Finals, we'll be able to get this really cool bat pin, dude. I love this thing. On day 2 of the viewing, we'll be able to get this gummy bear Nita pin. It's really cool as well, dude. It's pretty cute. It's Bruce. On day 3, we get the animated hypercharge effect to a trophy, much like we see whenever we unlock a cosmetic for a brawler getting a hypercharge. It's the same animation, but just for the trophy, right? A pretty cool pin. But then for the 4th and final day, the reward that we are gunning for the most, the reward that we are tirelessly trying to nail down predictions, putting my neck on the line, giving you guys to copy my homework. So if it goes wrong, everything comes crumbling down around me, I'm the bad guy. We'll see if I end up doing it this year, because the last reward is a random hypercharge, much like we're getting in this random hypercharge event. While at the same time, there is a little bit of a format change specifically to those die-hard people who get the most points, like on the very first day. How it's going to work is you can only get the day 1 reward on day 1, and then once day 2 comes around, you'll be able to unlock day 1 and day 2's reward. Basically, if you just start viewing on day 2, you can get the day 1 reward, but you can't get more than one on the very first day. And the same goes for day 3. On day 3, you can get day 1, day 2, day 3, but not day 4, the hypercharge. And then on the final day, you'll be able to unlock everything. Or if you've been keeping up the entire way, you'll finally be able to unlock the free hypercharge. Now, I would love to hear what you guys are feeling about these rewards for this year's 2023 Brawl Stars World Finals. I think you guys can get a vibe on how I feel about it. By no means am I complaining about getting free things, dude. Hey, you should never do that. However, I can't help but feeling this sense of a downgrade this year when it comes to the final reward, at least. Again, as I said before, it's completely up to you and your account's specific priorities, right? I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people who play Brawl Stars that would much rather get a free reward that is based in progression rather than cosmetics. But I know there's going to be a large majority of people, I suppose I fall into that category, that definitely value like an exclusive feeling cosmetic that represents a fun event, much like we've gotten the last 2 years for the Brawl Stars World Finals in the Cat Burglar Jessie skin and the Rage Quit Tara. I got a feeling this time around the Brawl Stars dev team is testing things out, right? There's more important things on the line rather than just compensating the community. I feel like their main goal right now, especially with these watch along rewards, is to make sure there is some viewership for the World Finals, or at least as much as they can get, because this is a prestigious event. It's a thing that we only get one time a year, that players all around the world commit their entire beings to try to get to, you know what I mean? With a crazy prize pool that really can't be replicated very often, you know what I mean? So it's completely understandable that the dev team is trying to get people hyped up about these certain things, and it's completely understandable that they want people to watch and actually enjoy the production and the show. So I'm sure they're just testing things out to see if this will change anything, especially with the format being that you can only get the rewards for day 1 on day 1, and then the rewards for day 2 on day 1 and day 2, because for the try-hard people out there, they were able to amass a crap ton of points on the very first day and literally get all the rewards. And then what's compelling them to come back if they're not completely into the World Finals, you know? It's just my 2 cents on it. I see both sides, but again, I can't help but feeling just a tiny bit disappointed. But again, that's just my personal opinions. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be hyped about a progression-based thing being a free hypercharge. That's 5,000 coins for free. Not bad. But other than that, there's really not much else to get into here in this episode. I would like to, at least at the very end of this video, let you all know that Moko, Supercell's brand new game, is actually out in beta. at the minute, so everyone can actually try this out if you have like a Canadian Apple ID or Google Play. But it's seeming to be really, really interesting. I mean, my boy KT, Kairos, ended up streaming 9 hours yesterday, so it's got to be engaging. I know Kairos is a big fan of MMOs. I play old school RuneScape with him sometimes, and the man is into those games. So I got a feeling it's going to be a really fun game, and it might make sense to follow this if you guys are also into like Supercell games. It might be a fun opportunity to delve into a new niche genre of gameplay, being an MMO. And yeah, it seems really, really cool. I love the art and stuff like that, and I might jump into it here very, very soon if you guys are interested in content on it. But yeah, there you have it, everyone. Just trying to keep you in the loop on important things right around the corner. Lots of fun stuff to be explored in this update that I cannot wait to start ripping into. But again, always trying to prioritize keeping you guys up to date with important things. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Adios.